Pressure is a confidence killer. Now, you might think that there's no way to fix this, especially if you're a naturally shy person.
And then my early 20s, I kind of got shyer and shyer and shyer. Peak shy is when I had obsession happen.
Inde Navarrette must have been feeling the pressure when she was invited to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live to promote her movie Obsession. No one was expecting this movie to blow up. Now, she'd done some smaller interviews with other members of the cast, but going on Kimmel was something entirely different. Hundreds of people in the studio audience, millions watching at home. She had to do it alone. When the stakes could not have been higher, how did she respond?
The Australian side of my family does not like horror movies at all, but the Mexican side does.
Oh, interesting. The Mexicans like horror movies.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah, no.
Yes, yeah.
Despite the pressure, she crushed it. So I want to share 3 ways that Inde Navarrette turns nervousness into confidence that you can use next time the pressure's on you. And it all starts with priming. Now imagine that you have an upcoming job interview. To prepare, you will research the company, run through some practice questions, and figure out what you want to say. But on the way to the interview, nervousness sets in. When this happens, you probably run through your preparation again and again and again. And you think, if I prepare enough, I won't feel nervous in the moment. But taking in more information when you're stressed doesn't actually calm you down. It overwhelms you. And the result is that you can step into that interview feeling more nervous than when you actually started. So the solution? Stop preparing an hour before the interview and instead prime yourself for comfort.
Having a good team is a good ritual of mine. So I guess the pre-event ritual is having fun with people that don't aid in the anxiety of everything.
Do something that gets you into the state that you want to embody in that high pressure situation. For Inde, who wants to feel comfortable, that means spending time with people she can actually relax with. You can prime for other states too. If you want to feel more outgoing, you can prime by doing some physical movement or facial exercises, vocal warm-ups like trills, or just jumping on the spot. Or if you want to prime to be funny and more playful, you can do what I used to do before I would go out and watch something that makes you laugh. I would personally watch Step Brothers and a bunch of the clips before I'd go out, and I would take that energy into the social situations, even quoting some of the lines that I just watched verbatim.
Investors? Possibly you!
Now, whatever state you prime for, you can't hold on to it forever. So you want to let that energy out as soon as you step into the room. Here's an example of Inde deploying that comfortable, friendly energy as soon as she met her co-star.
I walked into the room, meeting you for the first time. The first thing you said to me was, "Sup?" And I was like, "Oh!" And you went, "No? Oh, okay, leave me hanging." And then we immediately started rolling.
So when you arrive at a job interview, for instance, you want to lean into that relaxed social energy that you primed for by talking to the other candidates or the receptionist, whoever's around. But it can be hard to know how much energy you want to come in with in those situations. You can feel like if you go too big, you'll stand out, or too small, you might get unnoticed. So when Inde steps out onto Jimmy Kimmel, she is confronted with a very high energy room. We've talked before on the channel about ways to lead a high energy room. You can bring a slightly higher energy to get people more excited, or you can come in with low energy to bring the room down to your level.
I can come down to your level.
You can come up to mine. Why do you assume mine is lower? You gotta.
And while both of these techniques do work well, they're actually harder to implement if you're one of the empathetic charisma types, because you're actually used to calibrating off other people. If this is you, then you can do something that I've actually seen very few people do effectively. It's something I've never talked on the channel about before because I've never seen such a good example of it until now. And the skill is not energy lifting or energy lowering, it's energy mirroring. You don't have to lead. You can simply receive the energy that someone puts out and reflect it back to them. So for a low energy room, it looks like this.
Please welcome Inde Navarrette.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, thank you for having me.
And for the high energy of Jimmy Kimmel, it looks like this. But raising your energy to match a loud room may feel like a challenge, especially if you're a shyer and quiet person. So if it doesn't come naturally, opening up your body language will help tremendously. So you want to keep your elbows off your sides, lift your chin, and turn your palms outwards. Getting out of this tight defensive posture actually signals to your body and your mind that you're safe, and it makes you feel more comfortable bringing a higher energy. Now, meeting people at their energy level means not trying to change the room. So it's not the best technique to use if you're leaning into that conviction charisma type, as you're actually not the one leading the conversation. But it works extremely well for the empathetic charisma types. It makes people feel connected to you and they see you as deeply relatable. Now, if you prime yourself well, you open up your body and you mirror the energy that's coming at you, you will make a great first impression. But chances are you'll still feel nervous. Most people actually try to ignore or suppress their nerves in situations like this. They think that nervousness is undermining their confidence, so they squeeze it down.
It was fantastic, right? Did you see the performance? Thank you.
But suppressing your nerves actually doesn't make them go away. Instead, what you want to do, which is counterintuitive, is announce your nerves. This sounds strange, but admitting that you're nervous actually makes you look far more confident than trying to hide it if it's already there. Watch how Inde admits her nerves in a playful way.
Because I get really nervous during these things, I hide it very well. Not very well.
When you admit something that most people try to hide, you look extremely confident. But more than that, accepting your nerves has an incredible physiological effect on you. When you allow yourself to just sit in the shock and the overwhelm for a few seconds, the fear turns into something else.
Fear is really excitement without the breath. That if you actually fully feel your fear, there's often a lot of excitement there.
In this next clip, watch Inde's nerves turn into excitement in real time.
Is this a strange experience for you now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You just became super famous like that.
Yeah.
How are you handling it?
I don't know.
Are people scared of you when they meet you?
I hope so.
I'm a little scared.
In less than 60 seconds, Inde has connected with the room, acknowledged her nerves, and settled into comfort. And when she's feeling comfortable, she can lean into her most charismatic trait. Inde has almost no restraining energy. This is what people really love about her, and it is the core of her confidence. You can see it clearly in her expressions. She fully embodies emotions, and she doesn't hide how she's feeling.
I'm going to make another comparison.
To Frozen.
Yeah. To Sinners, actually.
Shut the...
Did you meet Johnny Knoxville?
I did.
You did. Okay.
It's also clear in the way that she speaks. She's happy to say what most people would be afraid to admit.
You know what? I'll just straight up say, I have no idea. I'm new to this.
My 18th birthday, I went skydiving.
Okay, all right.
And then I got my nipples pierced all in one day.
Oh!
Now, no restraining energy doesn't mean that you should say every single thing that pops in your head. That just leads to oversharing. But when you're trying not to say something specific, it's very easy to get stuck in your own head.
That there's some rumors that you might be returning to the new Spider-Man movie.
You know, it's something. I've of course, I've heard all the rumors of everything.
If there's something that you don't want to share, you can actually just share that you don't want to share it. You don't have to hide that you're hiding something.
I really love my car. It's a 2005. I'm not gonna say the make and model. But
okay. And this lack of filtering makes Inde a great example, not just of the empathetic charisma type, but the authentic type too. When what you show to others matches what's going on inside of you, you can build incredible trust and connection, even if you're shy. So if you want to let go of that restraining energy, here is my challenge to you today. Notice when you're holding back. It might be suppressing a reaction or withholding your opinion or avoiding a conversation altogether. And then what I want you to do is take a small, low-stakes step to stop restraining. Ask the question, tell the joke, introduce yourself. Because when you make this a habit, you will feel more and more comfortable expressing yourself more and more freely. Then when opportunities come up at work or on dates or in your social life, you'll have the confidence to go for them no matter how high the stakes get. And if you want a practical step-by-step guide to help you stop restraining yourself in social situations, you may like to try our course, Charisma University. It's a 30-day program that tells you exactly what to do each day so that by the end of the course, you have the full confidence to go after the things that fear has been keeping you from. Here's just a few of the things that past members have had to say. I was super honest and authentic during the interview for my current job. I was interviewing my boss as much as she was interviewing me. I got the job, and my boss still mentions my interview and my honesty to this day. Another member wrote, through most of my early adulthood, I was quite shy, timid, and I took a largely defensive stance on social interactions. I signed up to Charisma University 4 years ago, and it's probably the most life-changing move I've ever made. I'm utterly more confident in my social settings and generally just happier as I'm more comfortable with the honest expression of who I am. Now, the course comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, which means you can go through the entire course, and if you don't think it's worth every penny, you can get a full refund. Either way, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.